Hello everyone, welcome to the 14th video of the 21 Day Success Mantra program. In the last video, we understood the importance of memory and learned that memory management is a skill. In this video, I will tell you 5 techniques that will help you memorize and recall information easier and faster. These simple 5 techniques, when practiced regularly, will enhance your memory power irrespective of age. You must have seen in the memory championship competitions, participants exhibit extraordinary memory power by memorizing and recalling random numbers, names, abstract images, speed cards, and history dates. Do you think they have some special power? No, they use various techniques to memorize which they would have practiced and achieved mastery over the time. Let me give you a bird's eye view of 5 basic memorization techniques that you can pick up easily. Technique number 1, stimulate the senses. Senses are touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing. When multiple senses are stimulated while learning, more cognitive connections and associations happen in the brain, making memorization easy. Dale's cone of experience illustrates that people remember 10% of what they read, 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, 50% of what they see and hear, 70% of what they say and write, and 90% of what they do. Doing involves action, and action stimulates multiple senses. For example, students while reading can capture the pages as images by seeing the paragraph structure, bulleted points, highlighted sentences, diagrams, etc. And this helps the brain to capture the information like a photogenic memory. Reading aloud strengthens the listening skills. Understanding and making notes is equivalent to feeling the subject. Once a student understands, he or she can teach the subject to others, which is an experience. When they teach a subject to others, they remember it for longer duration. This is how the students can make use of all their senses. Technique number 2, power of visualization. We are incredible at remembering pictures. As per studies, the brain processes images and visuals 60,000 times faster than text, and 90% of the information transmitted to the brain is visuals. Surprisingly, the brain recognizes text as pictures. Pause the video and try to read this paragraph to understand how the brain recognizes text as pictures. Even though words are jumbled, you can read the entire paragraph. Only the starting and ending letters needs to be in the right place so that your brain can see the words as a whole and interpret the words correctly. The bottom line is, while you are listening or reading, you need to learn the art of visualization by creating mental images, stories, pictorial images. A good practice is, at the end of each study or each reading, always take time to visualize it as a movie. By closing your eyes, practicing this way, your comprehension increases dramatically. Technique number 3, the mnemonic techniques. Principles of mnemonics are based on imagination, association, linking, visualization, and categorization. The different mnemonic techniques are acronyms, visual images, keywords, chunking, rhymes, story building, etc. Though mnemonics often seems illogical and arbitrary, their nonsensical wording is what makes them memorable. Here is an illustration. Let us say you want to memorize the names of 5 metals. Take the initials of each metal name and make it into an acronyms. Gold, iron, platinum, silver and copper. GIPSC can be pronounced as gypsy. The acronym gypsy is now easy to remember than all 5 names. The same can be remembered by visualizing it. Example, there was a man. He wore a gold necklace, silver bangle, a platinum ring and a copper bracelet, and he also held an iron rod in his hand. Technique number 4, mind mapping. Tony Buzan, the inventor of mind map, is the most effective tool to organize information. A long list of information can be turned into colorful diagrams and charts that not only help understand better but also memorize quickly. This technique is very effective as it works in line with the brain's natural way of memorizing things. The diagram is a good example of mind mapping. Technique number 5, story linking method. The story linking method is used to remember a list of random items or to remember critical information by making a simple association between items and creating a story containing vivid mental images. The more exaggerated the story, the higher the chance of the information being remembered. The benefit of this method is that you only have to remember the first item on your list, as all other items will become a link to a chain in your memory. Here is an illustration. Let us take the example of metals again: gold, platinum, silver, copper and iron. There was once a man who wanted to buy a gold necklace for his daughter. When he went to the jewelry shop, he was amazed by a platinum necklace that was displayed and thought of buying it. When he inquired about the price, he got to know that he could afford none of the necklace. He therefore buys a silver ring, copper bracelet and an iron necklace. Use your creativity to form your own story. The story may or may not make sense, but it definitely helps you visualize all the metals and remember it. Dear friends, imagination is the mind's ability to create an experience to remember experientially, and association is the mind's ability to create a relationship between old and new information. Using these techniques that involve imagination, association, visualization and stimulation of senses, the mind can memorize and recall better. Practicing these techniques helps keep your brain active. When the brain is active, aging cannot stop you from losing your memory power. Now that you know the techniques, it is important to put consistent effort to improve the memory power. Your today's assignment is to understand more about memory techniques by browsing the internet and by reading books. In my next video, I will come up with the topic of how being resourceful helps in your successful journey. Till then, goodbye, your Venu CV, author and a mind coach.